Okay, introducing the blazender 320 unit. Comes with 320 gallons of fire retardant in these 4 tanks. I'm just going to demonstrate how the system works today in this video. So if you keep your unit outdoors, you have the solar panel that continuously trickle charges your backup battery. That backup battery maintains the electric current to the wireless Fortress Z valve, and it also can, if you need it to, maintain the battery and the power source for an alarm panel, which this is now set up to do. Also on this unit is the inlet outlet. You can hook a fire hose to this, 1-inch wildland fire hose, and I've demonstrated in other videos how effective that hose can be. These are the outlets that go to the individual heads, and then also a pressure reducer if desired. This is the pressure gauge, and when the system is ready to go, it is pressurized to about 120 pounds of pressure. There's 4 tanks on this unit, and on this crate. Each tank has an isolation valve, ball valve. Also comes with Watchman fire sensors. And when that glass bulb breaks and bursts, then this will send a notification to the alarm panel. And the alarm panel says, oh, hey, we've got something going on out here, and it's programmed to then open the Fortress Z valve. And it's wireless. The communication from the valve, Fortress Z valve, to the panel is wireless, and the communication from the Watchman is also wireless to the panel. They're all battery operated. The batteries in the Watchman should last about 5 years under normal conditions. And this has the battery backup, the 12-volt battery there in the back that you can see. So there are several options in setting sprinklers and placement. Metal poles would be wise in case the fire got hot before it could really pull it off with the retardant. And then there's also a metal head that you can use, an impact head that works well. And we found that the Hunter heads work well. Hunter I-20 heads work. The one head that is in there now is a Rainbird head, and don't like the way they project and distribute the fire retardant quite as well as the metal impact or the Hunter I-20 head. So I now set the system off and just show the process by which it works. That fire sensor there, the Watchman, you hang in the perimeter of your landscape, just outside where your sprinklers will reach, because as the fire is approaching, you want to give the sprinklers a minute or 2 to deploy, or 3, to begin to wet the needles and leaves and whatever might burn before the fire actually reaches there, because it's a lot easier to control the fire and keep it out than to try to douse it once it's already in. So you want this to deploy right before the fire is entering your protection area. So keep that up. If there's a fire coming up that hung,
alarm, fire alert.
so then the alarm goes off, and now the valve is open. So now these will be deploying the moisture, the retardant.
System disarmed, not ready to
I'll turn that off. So now it runs like that for about 10 minutes. If you have 4 of these heads, and they're about 8 gallons a minute. 80 pounds of pressure. So it might be a little faster than that if you don't use the pressure reducer that it deploys, but it'll run for a good 10 minutes. And during that time, you're hoping that's when the fire is really approaching and passing and going around your home. So any flame that reaches that Watchman fire sensor and gets that glass bulb up to 125 degrees or 150 degrees, there's different bulbs that you can use. Maybe if you're in a hot area, you'd use a little warmer ones just to ensure that on a hot sunny day they didn't burst and make a mess. But that's how it works. Get a flame in your tree or in your bushes, wherever it's hanging, and it'll burst that bulb, and you can see how fast it reacts, and it just goes. The blazender 320 unit, that's how it works.